natural solutions to money, relationships, wellness, and more. Shine a light onto your day and into your life. Power Your Life with Dr. Joanne White.
Welcome to Power Your Life. I'm Joanne White, your host, and my first guest overcame the horrifying nightmare of childhood abuse. Marala Scott's determination and persistence have inspired so many people. She's one of Oprah's 5 ambassadors of hope and a best-selling author of In Our House, Perception versus Reality, Surrounded by Inspiration, and Bad to the Bone. Her latest book, Intuition, is co-authored with her daughter and is all about powerful life lessons to encourage change. Marala Scott joins us via Skype. Welcome, Marala.
Hi, thank you.
Oh, thank you. You are a blessing to so many. And what I need to know is you've really endured a lot, even starting very early at a young age with childhood abuse. When did you decide or get the strength and the courage to be able to share your message with other people?
Well, I think when I was in college, it hit me that I was watching the transition that I had to go through and saw how difficult it was recanting my story and learning how to kind of rebuild my life. And I wanted to, once I got out of that phase, realizing this wasn't my destiny, this isn't who I'm supposed to be, I wanted to help other people get there too. And so as I transitioned and began writing, and I saw what it did for me, how therapeutic the process was, I said, wow, I have to teach others how to accomplish this and do this.
So writing for you, like you said, was a very healing, and I understand that because it's very therapeutic for me as well. You also do ghostwriting, and your ghostwriting is very, very different from our conversation versus what a lot of other people do as a ghostwriter. So explain a little bit about how that works.
Well, the ghostwriting is a way for me to transition what I've learned how to do therapeutically and help myself heal and overcome adversity. And I do inspirational works only. If you want to help someone, maybe you've had a lot of pain in your life and you want to learn how to get that out of you. Once you get it out through writing and sharing your story, it's amazing what you see that you overcame. So you realize, wow, if I can overcome this, I can overcome other things. And it's a process to actually look at it and see it. So in doing that, I have clients that call me and say, I read your book, I love what you've done, I want to share my story. And I have them come to Ohio. I love when they come to our cabin, they spend 3 days with me, we cook, we laugh, we do a little fishing sometimes, or golf if you like it. And then I talk to you because I want to get to know you. I can't tell your story if I don't know who you are.
So what you're really doing is drawing out in a very quiet, beautiful space, drawing out from them their story, but in a relaxed way so that they feel comfortable. Because a lot of people go through a lot of painful challenges in their lifetime, but you have the ability to help them share it and you bring it forth to get to a place of healing.
Absolutely. Because I knew what I needed and I knew what I didn't have. So once I understood what would have helped me get to this place and what I did, why wouldn't I share that with other people and teach them? And so I do make sure that they are in a place where they're ready to share their story. Some people are not. And if you are, what you think you've overcome already and the healing you think you may have, it's nothing compared to when you write your story and share it. Because sometimes as you're helping other people, even if you don't publish your book, but you write it, if you choose to share it with the world and leave that legacy behind, you're helping other people learn to overcome the very things that cost you so much pain in your life. Why wouldn't you want to do that?
So it's very important that it's very important, the work that you're doing, not only your books and your inspiration for others, but what you're doing and helping other people draw that out so that they can also be an inspiration. Speaking of inspiration, you not only did you endure all the childhood abuse, but then later on in life you suffered aneurysms in your brain, and you went through a period of doctors not believing. And you said to me that if you didn't trust your intuition, you probably wouldn't be here today to tell your story. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, few years ago, I knew something was wrong, and I didn't know exactly what it was, but I went to my doctor and I said, "Hey, I have something right here." I would point to the top of my head and right in the area, and he sent me to have some tests done, but the test would show nothing. And so I would go back again and say, something's wrong. But I knew it. I didn't want there to be something wrong, but I knew intuitively. And I've always trusted my intuition. And once you learn to trust it, you won't go against it ever. And so, long story short, I went to several doctors that told me the same thing. There's nothing there. And finally, my physician said, "No, I believe you." So he said, "Let me send you someone that didn't, that would run a test that they haven't run before." They did that, and my head lit up in my speech and memory area. I had multiple brain aneurysms. And it was through trusting my own intuition, which I have many times, I have many stories like this, that, I'm here talking to you today. So it was a process, but it's my faith.
And I'm so glad that you did, because you survived that beautifully, and your daughter really helped you write this book. And you told me, again, by her helping you remember a lot of stuff, because you had to go through a transformation to kind of get past the aneurysms and heal yourself and get some help, to really be able to share the knowledge of trusting oneself. Give us one quick tip, because we're running out of time, as to how to trust our intuition.
You know what? Look behind you. When you look behind you and you see everything that you overcame and choices you made, and you say, "Wow, I knew better. I should have done this. I should have done that," and you didn't do it. Those are the times that you should have trusted your intuition. But when you go against it, because intuition rises above reason, people don't always understand it. But because it's a gift that all of us have, you won't always understand it. But learn to trust it by having peace and removing negativity from your own life.
And you're so right. It is a gift, and so are you. Thank you so much for being with us. We know we're to love ourselves, and we're better off in all kinds of love when we do. But is self-love so easy? What do we need to do to step it up? After the break, author and psychotherapist Dr. Angela Clack will join us on the path to loving yourself.